because, honey, you are the cake. You are
Oh,
the
you
cake.
tell him.
Your life should be so damn delicious without that man. He's just the cherry on top. And yes, then when you get into a relationship, that's when the real work starts together.
Oh my goodness. It's you know, guys, the real work starts together. Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and on today's episode, we are going to be kicking it off with a clip from this woman right here, who is a female dating coach, okay? Which, again, huge red flag. And she's going to be giving advice to women over on TikTok, right? Apparently, she has clients, right? Women who pay her money to hear her advice. So let's see how good it is. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Let's take a listen.
When you're starting to fall for a man, when you're catching the feels, when you're having a good time, and you're kind of like, ooh, I don't know. This is exactly what I told my client who recently told me she was catching feels. And I helped her ground into this because I was like, look, when it comes to dating, you have to remember that it's always for your own growth. So you can lean in, step fully in, be in it for your own growth, because you're not in it for the outcome. Because if you're in it for the outcome, you're in it for disappointment if it doesn't go your way. But the thing is that you will always grow. So you can never lose. So when you're in it for the growth, you detach. You detach from the outcome. It's no longer about, am I going to get this man to ask me to marry him? No. You're in it for your own growth. So you are always going to be conscious of who you are being and what you are choosing. And of course, you do want to be asking this man, where do you see us going? What is, you want to be sharing your vision. You want to see, can he show up and be available for your vision that you have for your life? Is he just the cherry on top of your life? Because, honey, you are the cake. You are the cake.
If I see one more of these videos, guys, where you have women who are like, I'm the best thing ever, right? I'm the prize. He has to chase me. I'm so valuable simply because I exist. I think I'm going to lose my marbles, okay? I think maybe I've already lost my marbles listening to these women. But let's translate it here, okay? So this woman is saying, hey, don't 100% fixate on getting married. You're here for your own personal growth. Anyone who uses the word growth this many times within the span of 45 seconds, there's something wrong here, okay? And just notice the frame that all of these women come from when they're talking about dating. It's all about me, from my perspective, what I can get, what's in it for me, what do I get at the end of it, what am I in it for, what am I going to receive? It's all about me and I and myself. No talk is ever about, hey, what can I provide the man? Because obviously, guys, she is the cake. You don't, if you're the woman, you don't have to provide anything, apparently. Apparently, you can just exist, and men should pay for your crap and marry you because you're just the cake. You're just, you're just the absolute cherry. No, wait, we're not a cherry, sorry. She's talking about her situation here, where he's the cherry on top of her life and she's the cake. I'm getting mixed up. There's a lot of food talk here. We're talking about growth. It's all very confusing. Let's continue.
It's the cherry on top of your life because, honey, you are the cake. You are the cake.
You tell him.
Your life should be so damn delicious without that man. He's just the cherry on top. And yes, then when you get into a relationship, that's when the real work starts together.
Oh my goodness. It's guys, the real work starts together. Focus on yourself. Focus on your career. Okay? Like, these women seem to think that by being so self-obsessed and so self-absorbed, that this will make them somehow attractive to a man. Whenever you come across women who talk about nothing but personal growth and focusing on themselves, and they use all of this kind of language, please understand the woman is completely bonkers, completely nuts. It's 100% success rate, guys. When women talk like this, they are clinically insane. But yes, tell us about the real work that starts when you two together, you two get together, you know, because that's exactly what a man wants to hear. Okay, he goes out there, he works hard, and then he comes home to his woman, but that's when the real work starts. Okay, let's jump into it.
Because you will be face to face with your lovely mirror, and the growth continues. So you want to make sure from the get-go that this man is adding to your life, that he's not causing stress from the beginning. This is what I want you to remember. When you're catching feels, always come back to, I'm in this for the growth.
What are you talking about? Like, this woman has said the word growth. How long is this video? We've been watching this for 1.5 minutes, and I think we've got to be above her saying this at least 10 times, the word growth. What the hell is even happening with these women, guys? What has happened to modern day women?
Ground yourself into that, into that this is not a waste of your time. This is for your own growth, that you get to show up and practice being your best version of yourself, asking for your wants, needs, and desires, because if he's going to run away from those, if he's going to push against that, he is not the man for you. So you get to practice showing up as your fullest, authentic self. And you get to see who is he in response to that, because this is for your own growth. So if he chooses to walk away, excellent, because now you are going to be even more aligned for the next man.
Yeah, guys, you know, just rack up those men, okay? Go and get that experience with many, many different men. Why? Because it's for your own growth. Yes, you've been with 57 different dudes, but don't worry, guys. Now this woman, she is very aligned with you. She's so aligned. Okay, you've got no idea how much growth this woman has been through, how aligned she can possibly be. And it's funny because, like, this woman thinks that as she goes through men, right, as she continues to fail these relationships or situationships or whatever, that somehow she's becoming more valuable because she's growing as a person every time she fails to get commitment out of a man. That's not how that works, by the way. You know, you can phrase it like growth all that you want, but the fact of the matter is, if a 35-year-old woman comes to you and talks about how she's been working on her personal growth, you can rest assured what that means is she's been working her way into different dudes' bedrooms. This doesn't make you more valuable. If you get with a whole bunch of guys, you haven't done a lot of growing. This isn't growing. That has nothing to do with personal growth or self-development or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Showing up as your fullest, authentic self. And you get to see who is he in response to that, because this is for your own growth. So if he chooses to walk away, excellent, because now you are going to be even more aligned for the next man.
That's what I want, guys. You know, I'm super excited to have a real aligned woman. That's what I'm looking for, a growth-oriented, aligned woman. You know?
You can never lose when you're in it for the growth, because even if you date this man for 3 months or 6 months and it continues to be for growth, you will grow so much that even if it doesn't work out after whatever amount of months or even a year or whatever, you are that much closer to the next man who you are meant to be with. It is never a waste of time when you're in it for your own growth.
Hey, editor, can we get like a growth counter or maybe like an estimate of how many times this woman has said growth in this video? Because I think I'm going to throw up in my mouth, you know?
Growth, 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 growth.
Again, the women who talk like this, guys, please understand, women who use the word like journey, or they start bringing up crystals, or they start talking to you about healing or working on themselves, they're all clinically insane. And it's all a translation for, I have been with a bunch of different guys, I have an incredible amount of baggage, and I'm going to try and pass this off like I'm now some enlightened individual, and I haven't just been with 5,700 different men. You know what I mean? Like, absolute craziness. Guys, we're going to be leaving it there. I don't want to listen to these women anymore. If I hear this woman say the word growth one more time, I'm going to lose it. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments, guys. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.